Well, hello and welcome to I Love Gay today. And we are bouncing all the way back out to Australia again. And we're here with Martin Stark. How are you, Martin?
I'm really well, thank you. It's early on a Saturday morning, but bouncing for a great day.
Oh, you and I have this is a delight for me. And we've been connected online for quite some time. And I feel I know you already, but this is our first time to actually connect in this way.
It's interesting because I had this conversation with a friend the other day because in the online world, you can actually exchange messages and you share thoughts and comments.
Yep.
And when you get to meet the person, you know so much about them. And that's always very much a privilege to meet somebody you think you've already known for a while.
I agree. But no, you've got a lot going on, and there's two distinct areas that I know that I wanted to make sure we covered here today, which is one, your your strength in the corporate world, diversity and inclusion, and the work you're doing there. But first and foremost, you've become quite famous for the whole world of gay boxing that you've been spearheading.
Boxing has transformed my life. I started boxing almost 3 years ago, literally for a few self-defense classes. I have a rare autoimmune condition, Addison's disease, and I've been hospitalized over 70 times in the last 15 years. I've been in two induced comas. I
Yeah.
almost died from my condition. And to get over the PTSD of almost dying from it in the end of December 2017,
Wow.
I wanted a few self-defense classes to get myself my confidence, my courage back. Second class happened to be boxing,
Yeah.
and it discovered me. I realized I could do something I never thought I could do.
Yeah.
And now I'm organizing the world's first straight friendly LGBTQ inclusive boxing championships for when Sydney hosts World Pride in 2023. We want to welcome the world to LGBTQ boxing and the World Gay Boxing Championships.
Yeah. Well, I mean, the whole concept of starting something new or rediscovering parts of ourselves, it's very in line with what a lot of people have been going through over the last year with this pandemic and quarantine, and especially in Australia, you can't even travel from New South Wales over to Victoria and so forth.
No, no. I mean, we've been very fortunate in Australia. We have a great healthcare system.
Yeah.
But decisions were made which were very controversial at the time. But we can't even say travel to Queensland or to Victoria.
Yeah.
As soon as something happens, they shut the borders down, which in many ways it's not the right decision to take. But strong leadership means that we're all safe in many other different ways. So we have very few cases,
Yeah.
but unfortunately, people have lost their lives, and we have been affected in many different ways. But that's where I talk about my courage and tenacity. I've been in two induced comas. I've been hustled many times.
Yeah.
And I use a process which I call PACE for courage, which is turn your passion into action, building confidence and excellence. And I use my experience of challenges in the past to guide me when I'm making a decision. So having been in the comas, having been hostel when I heard about COVID,
Yeah.
I knew I had to take action, but I wasn't scared of COVID because of what I've been through in the past.
Yeah. Yeah. That's inspiring and understandable. It's just, but a lot of what you do also, you've successfully disrupted where you were bringing boxing and the world of boxing to gay games, but they said no.
So yeah, what happened? Gay Games is held every 4 years, as you know. Hong Kong unfortunately didn't have room for boxing.
Yeah.
It had been in boxing at the Paris Games, so I decided, what am I going to do? I was in hospital at the time, attacked. I was getting intravenous fluids in cortisone because it doesn't produce cortisol. So I came up with the idea, why don't I just go and create my own organization called the World Gay Boxing Championships?
Yeah.
And what's been beautiful is the support of the boxing community.
Yeah.
LGBTQ people have an amazing organisation in Boxing Australia and Boxing New South Wales, and the Australian boxing community who have put their hearts, their love into supporting us and guiding us through how you can organise a boxing tournament, which I've never done.
Yeah.
We're here to welcome LGBTQ and our allied boxers to participate.
Yeah. I love that. If you can't join them, beat them.
Absolutely. And create with them as
Oh
well.
yeah, yeah. Because that's the whole idea. I mean, especially in today's world. I mean, I was talking to someone just yesterday. It's amazing how we've been connected for over 20 years with the internet. The internet has kind of
Yeah.
we realize the changes that we've seen over all this time. but it's the fact that now we can actually collaborate in different ways. We can actually
Yeah.
work together and share ideas and share thoughts. And whether it's you and I right now, or just so many of the different things, including the sports world that you're a part of.
Well, it's like how we share and collaborate. When you send out a message of this is who you are and what you stand for, and I believe you should unapologetically be yourself. Why do you hide who you are going into the workplace?
Yeah.
When you engage strongly with intent, and I talk about opening the dialogue, but really standing firm for certain things. If you follow me on LinkedIn, I have a very clear message of courage and inclusion.
Yeah.
And I call out homophobia, racism, transphobia in sport. I call out about companies offering superficial support to our wonderful community, but I want companies to engage with the LGBTQI plus community in a meaningful way.
Yeah.
And that's my message. I don't believe in naming and shaming, but at the same time, I believe they should follow through with authenticity. Because
Yeah.
when I go into the workplace, I want to be Martin. It's not hiding who I am.
Which really goes towards the passion that you've that you put into in the world of boxing, but you do that with your in your corporate and business world as well.
So yeah, I have a day job. I negotiate outsourcing contracts, and I spend sometimes 4 to 6 hours a day on LinkedIn delivering a strong message of inclusion and diversity. And I'm working with the networking team in Sydney to create a new inclusion and diversity forum
Yeah.
where we bring people in to actually share their stories and support community projects. And very appreciative that they're going to help me with the World Gay Boxing Championships, because so many people have unique stories. We all have a unique story,
Yeah.
and it's important that we actually share their story, and that corporations listen to employees, listen to their customers, and do the right thing. Don't put the brand before LGBTQ. Make who we are part of your brand when you're going to display the rainbow flag.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited. I recently interviewed folks from World Pride, or Sydney World Pride 2023,
Yeah.
and also especially there in conjunction with GALTA, which is the Gay and Lesbian Travel
Yeah.
Association of Australia. And there's a lot of excitement and hope and energy going towards the idea that we can all come out there in 2023, which is now only 2 years away.
2 years. Well, I'm so excited because the World Gay Boxing Championships will be taking place during that 2 week period. And we want to be one of the official events of Sydney World Pride. And so certainly for our international visitors who are going to participate, we want to have affordable accommodation, affordable options, because you are going to have the most amazing time. I love being part of Mardi Gras, and to have Mardi Gras and Sydney World Pride take place whilst we're having the first World Gay Boxing Championships. And one of my things I want to have, because we have so many allies supporting us, I think we're going to have a straight World Gay Boxing champion.
Interesting. I love all this, and by the way, I've been to Mardi Gras before, just a few years ago, and I definitely plan with some of my friends to come out there in 2023. So I'm really looking forward to being able to be a part of all this with you and connect with you in the real world. And I think it's going to be an amazing time.
Yeah, I can't wait to meet you in person. It's good meeting virtually, but I'm not a
Yes.
beer drinker, but I'll go take you to my favorite cafe for a coffee, and we can talk about boxing and all the things that make us happy and smile.
I'd love that. Well, thanks so much for being here and just taking a few moments to share your story with our audience here.
Thank you so much, and have a great day, everybody.
You too. Take care.
Cheers. Bye.
So good.